Michael Cole, this is JB Allen. We welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's going to get its face rocked tonight, and I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
Even if you wind up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well, and having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Hey, it's pretty insightful for a guy who's never wrestled a match in his life.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match, and the adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Hey, try to restrain yourself a little bit, okay? You're supposed to be calling this down the middle.
Nice reversal. Wow.
Talk about giving your opponent a taste of their own medicine. There's the reversal.
Look at him, he's just radiating confidence. And he's got a lot to be confident about.
He looks a little overconfident to me. This could come back to bite him. Uh-oh, look out, he's going for it.
And there it is, the pedigree. He's taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure he can spare it?
3.
This is just dumb. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent to death.
I disagree. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological boost.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long rivalry. Whoa, there goes the referee. Might as well chuck the rule book out the window.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
Man, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner, but it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
1, 2.
These superstars
3.
give everything they've got when they're in a match
4.
like this, but a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes, too.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake, and we're going to see that fire put out pronto. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Instead of pandering to the fans, you should really keep your head in the match.
Come on, you're looking at a superstar who can feed off a crowd and use that energy to win the match.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning. Oh my God! Here it comes!
The pedigree. He's looking to put his opponent away right here.
1, 2, 3.
I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give.
And that's the attitude you have to take to win. You know that your opponent isn't going to hold anything back, and you can't afford to either.
I'd love to know where you're coming up with this stuff, because it sure ain't from personal experience. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I could get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, and you're going to find out. Oh, man, I guess if you're going to dish it out, you better be able to take it. I know I say this a lot, but it ain't ballet.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
I cannot remember the last time I've seen a crowd this pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild... He's adding insult to injury by using that move against his opponent. Look out! The referee's been knocked out.
And this is where things start getting interesting.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure. A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of this company.
I'm with you, partner. You just can't experience a thrill like this anywhere else.
And that's because you're not going to see athletes like the WWE superstars anywhere else, Cole.
You certainly aren't.
That isn't going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it took me by surprise, and that doesn't happen often.
That's an understatement. You've been in hundreds of matches in your career. We've both called hundreds more. We usually have a pretty good idea of what to expect, but not this time.
I guess it just goes to show you anything can happen here in the WWE.
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this. I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This is a great match. The fans are definitely into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
I've got to admit it. I'm impressed by these superstars' performance here tonight.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped.
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Wow, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You know that if you actually ever step between those...
Oh my! Someone's getting a taste of their own finishing move.
There's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way, there's going to be a lot more shed here tonight. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't get too far in this business if you're not.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
As long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, that's not in the rule book, but it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
This match proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sport. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him.
The ref's got...
Here's your winner, Triple H.